Happy Saturday, Connect family, and welcome to another amazing episode of the Connect Network TV right here on the CW. I'm your host, Stitches, with my gal pals. Hey, Sandy Glenn. Hey, Wendy Morales. Hey, girl. Hey.
Good morning.
Hey.
Hope you ladies are doing well. Today's episode is packed with truly some serious fire, honey. So buckle up because we're diving into marketing, branding, and digital presence.
Yes, and marketing is not just about advertising. It's about creating connections. But branding, it's your identity, it's your story. So what about digital presence? Well, that's your virtual storefront. And we all know how much first impressions matter.
Exactly, Sandy. I mean, how many of you have bought a product after seeing it on social media? Or maybe, yeah, me too. Or maybe you followed a brand because their story just resonated with you. This is the kind of stuff we're going to be talking about today, ladies. And trust me, it's going to be a game changer.
First things first, ladies, we're going to talk about how effective marketing strategies are really the backbone of any successful business today. And let's be real, there's no one size that fits all type of solution. But what is clear is that marketing done right is pure goodness. So Sandy, when we talk about effective marketing, what comes to your mind first? Because we know you're entrenched in all this.
Yeah, I think it's just knowing the pain point of who you're talking to. Don't feel like you have to talk to the masses. Think about one person and what are 3 to maybe 4 pain points that you can really dive in deep and help that one person to solve. Because I'll tell you, I dive deep into talking to one person, and typically that one person is a busy working mom, but I work with clients that aren't married or don't have kids, and even men. So my marketing is very, very clear with one person in mind, but it reaches the masses because I really know the pain points of that client.
That's good. And it's right to start knowing your target audience. You mentioned a bit. Who are they? How do they care? Why do they care? What problems do they have? And how can you really solve them? Here's some stats. 72% of consumers say personalized marketing increases their brand loyalty. So the more you know your audience, pretty much what you said, Sandy, the more you can connect with them in a meaningful way, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, that's really huge. I think a lot of entrepreneurs, especially those starting out, they forget how critical it is to understand their audience.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that's when you start crafting your message. And that's where the storytelling becomes a superpower because 85% of consumers say they prefer brands that tell a story. I mean, stories, you remember stories, right? So they're more likely to buy from brands too that are painting a picture, that are telling a story. So don't just talk about your product, tell the story of how it solves the problem or it makes your life better. So do you find yourselves using storytelling when you share your brands, or we want to hear from you? Let us know at theconnectonline.com. Are you more of a storyteller or are you going to be? Let us know.
Yeah, definitely for me. I think storytelling, even when I endorse products, that's why I endorse things that I actually like, because there's some type of story that's connected to it and it gives more honesty, you can say, and relatability. Anything that I try to endorse, I try to connect it with something that is true and honest, because people kind of hear when it's authentic and when it's like, she lying. That's not true.
Yeah. And there's a quote that says, stats tell, stories sell. Meaning people, you can talk about stats, but the story is going to be the thing that connects you and that actually sells whatever that is, the product or the service, because we remember those things and we can also connect with them on a personal level.
Right.
Absolutely. And as Stitches mentioned, the word honesty and authenticity, I think that also provides trust. And when, you storytell and there's trust, then you're obviously going to sell more. I agree.
Yeah.
Honesty, authenticity equals trust. And equate. I like that. Good A on you, Wendy. Good A on you. I love y'all, I promise. So let's talk video content, ladies. Staying on this. Do you know did you know rather that content is 80% more likely to convert to any other form of content? Talking about video content. So if you're not using video, you're
Mhm.
missing out. And here's the kicker: consumers spend 2.5 times more on websites with video. So, what does this tell us? Numero uno, personalized marketing boosts brand loyalty. We talked about it. Storytelling builds connections. Video content actually leads to higher conversion rates, and social proofs and reviews build trust. So we're in the same vein, and that's just really scratching the surface of things. What do you think, ladies, is the biggest mistake new businesses make in marketing? What would you say?
Yeah, I guess I'll go first. So I think the biggest mistake that I even see some of my clients kind of struggling with is they're afraid to even put it out there. Like they feel
Yeah,
like they're new, or they feel like what they say has either been said already, but the reality is it's never been done in the way that they're going to do it. So I think that just being able to put it out there and be consistent and come out with your message, and don't be afraid to share. Like, we have the stats on the video, we have the stats on the content. So it's hard when you're new in business to be able to put yourself out in a way that maybe you've never done before. But when you can get consistent and really nail down how you're helping people, it just makes it so much easier.
Yeah, and I think I don't know if this is one of the biggest ones, but I know that this is one, but ignoring customer feedback.
Mhm.
I don't know if you're so busy trying to create your new business and marketing that you don't have time to get to your customer feedback, which is
Yeah.
really important because that's how you can improve and get better.
Yeah.
So I think that's definitely one we should keep in mind.
Yeah.
that's good.
Well, I think something else that can help a lot of, especially new business owners, is just being consistent. Because inconsistency, whether it's on social media or you're shifting your messaging too much, consumers, they need that consistency. Again, if we go back to branding, that's how we identify with who you are and what your message is. So consumers need that consistency to build trust with you, with your brands. And I know it sounds so simple, but it's honestly one of the hardest things to get right. So let's just make a commitment to consistency.
I like it. And like you said, when you were saying just starting, what the flash was, just do it,
Yeah.
just do it. So just picture the Connect ladies, your sister saying, just do it. One, two, three,
Yes.
ladies, just
Just
do
do
it.
it.
So, ladies, let's now talk about your digital presence. And when we say digital presence, we're not just talking about your website, we mean like everything digital presence. So, your social media profiles, your Google My Business page, your email campaigns, your blog, it's your entire online footprint.
You're exactly right, Wendy. Your digital presence is like your virtual handshake. If it's not strong, you're giving off the wrong vibe. Consistency, as we mentioned, is key. So make sure your profile looks the same all across platforms. I was guilty of that as well. Keeping your messaging clear, your visuals on brand, and always have a call to action. Make sure people know what you want them to do. What's the first thing people should do to clean up just a little bit, tidy up their digital presence? What would you say?
Yeah, well, I think one thing we hit on this already throughout this entire segment is consistency. Like whatever profile image you have on Facebook, have that on YouTube, have that on Instagram, have that on LinkedIn. Get people to connect the dots no matter what platform you're on, because then they're going to know it's you and what you stand for. Back to branding and back to consistency.
And Sandy, when since you're definitely a pro at this. So when you talk about consistency, I know you talk about as you've mentioned, just getting on there and being consistent. But how can we do that with time? Can you give us a
Yeah.
few tips?
Yeah. So a couple things here. I mean, you ladies know I'm all about systems and having a strategy, but also support as well. So I'll give you one little nugget on each of those. So having a good system in place means that whatever you're doing, like if you're like me and you're a busy working mom and you might not have 8 hours in a day to get your work done, set yourself up with a power hour, right? Use one intentional hour to get really, really focused on what your needle movers are in that day. So maybe tomorrow, if you're watching this on Saturday, maybe tomorrow, or let's say Monday, your needle moving activity is to list out all the places that you want to show up on social media and make sure all those thumbnails are the same. One easy thing to do. So that's your system. A strategy, the next thing that you want to do is have that go somewhere. So you have that picture, you have that image. Where is that directing so they can go deeper with you? And then support anything that you can add with automation or support, whether it's a team member. Maybe you're not at that point yet to add a team member, but you can always add automation to take more time off your plate.
Love it.
You're so great at this. Yeah.
Tap,
Thank
tap.
you for that.
Tap, tap.
Thank you for dropping those gems, Sandy. You're incredible.
Well, I hope this helps our viewers. Let us know at the Connect Online TV on IG, on Facebook, all the platforms. But don't touch that dial. Coming up next, Jessica Cherry is here to share with you some spring cleaning tips for your life, mind, energy, and environment included. Trust me, you don't want to miss this fresh start.
At the Connect Network TV, we know what it takes to grow a successful business. After years of interviewing hundreds of executives and building our own brand, we've identified the non-negotiables for business success, and we're here to help you achieve them. Every thriving business needs a skilled virtual assistant to keep operations running smoothly, polished, beautiful social media that captures attention and builds trust, regular content distribution to ensure your message is seen and heard, media training and TV commercials to elevate your on-camera presence. And let's not forget a podcast. Because, hello, it's 2025 and podcasts are the modern stage for thought leadership. Whether you're just starting out or ready to scale, we offer tailored business solutions designed to help you grow with confidence. And with our expertise in television production and distribution, we're here to amplify your brand like never before. Ready to level up? Explore our services and discover how we can turn your vision into a reality. The Connect Network TV, connecting you with non-negotiable business solutions.
Welcome back to our show, Connect Fam. We're so glad that you are with us today because we have a treat for you, darling. Joining us now is the amazing Jessica Cherry. She's here to show us how you can spring clean your life, our lives rather. So Jess, are you ready for this, honey? What do you have for us today? Let's go.
Thank you, ladies. Hey, beautiful soul. I'm Jessica Cherry, award-winning writer, NLP practitioner, sound bath healer, and your virtual bestie here with another segment of She Will Empower. I'm here to remind you that your power has always been within you. Today's segment, we're diving and we're feeling fresh, literally and energetically, because we're diving into a topic I know so many of us are craving right now. How to spring clean your life. Not just your closet. No, babe. We're talking your mind, your energy, your boundaries, and your physical space. Because when you declutter your life, you make room for your next level. Period. But we're unpacking how to detox your digital life. So bye-bye to the toxic scrolls. How to let go of energy vampires. Yes, even the nice ones. How to create space naturally, internally, and externally that supports your peace and growth. Spring cleaning starts with your mind. Let's be real. No amount of organizing your pantry is going to bring lasting clarity if your mind is still cluttered. Mental spring cleaning starts with one powerful question. What thoughts am I entertaining that no longer serve me? Seriously, check your mental playlist. Are you still playing, I'm not doing enough, they probably don't like me, I should be further along by now? Girl, delete it. Delete the track, rewrite it, A powerful practice that I love is thought dumping. Just grab a journal, no editing, no thinking, and highlight what is fear-based, what's conditioning, and what is the truth. You get to choose which thoughts stay in your sacred space, and everything else, kindly show at the door. Your mind is where everything starts, so let's take care of it. Part 2 is emotional detox. Next up, let's talk emotions, because baby, if you're holding on to old anger, guilt, resentment, or shame, that's emotional clutter, and it takes up prime real estate in your nervous system. Here's your emotional spring cleaning checklist. Who do I need to forgive, even if it's just for my peace? What version of me am I ready to release? And what am I carrying that doesn't even belong to me? Now, I'm not saying you need to go full Marie Kondo on your trauma, but I am saying it's time to let go of old pain and stop letting it run the show. Give yourself the space to feel it, to move it, and to release it. And that might look like breath work, journaling, dancing in your kitchen, crying in the shower. However you process it, honor it. Emotional spring cleaning is not about pretending to be unbothered. It's about what's been silently draining you. Now, part 3 is energetic boundaries. Who is in your inner circle? Let's get a little bit spicy. Let's talk about that energy vampires. You know, the people that leave you feeling drained every time you interact with them. It's time to do a little spring cleaning inventory of your inner circle. Ask yourself, who lights me up? Who leaves me feeling anxious or exhausted? And who am I tolerating out of guilt and not genuine connection? Now, hear me. This doesn't have to be, you're ghosting people or you're going on a friend breakup rampage, but it does mean that you get to decide who has access to you and how often. So set boundaries, say no without a 5-paragraph apology, and protect your peace like your life depends on it, because honestly, it does. Energetic spring cleaning is about remembering that your time, your presence, and your light are valuable AF. Stop discounting it. So part 4 is physical space and environment check. So, all right, let's talk about your outer world, because your environment has a huge impact on your energy. Here's what I recommend. Start with the area that's stressing you out the most. Bedroom, office, car, and ask yourself, what in this space reflects the version of me that I'm stepping into? So light a candle, play music, move things around. Let your space reflect your growth. And decluttering doesn't have to be overwhelming. Set a 20-minute timer and just go. Toss the broken pens, donate the jeans that don't fit, or the 4,000 unread emails. Every small shift makes a difference. Your space should feel like a soft place to land and not another to-do list. Part 5 is digital declutter and soul refill. Last but definitely not least, let's clean up your digital life. And you know what I mean by this. So you're going to start unfollowing accounts that make you feel less than, mute people who drain your vibe, and delete that apps that suck your time and give nothing back to you. Your feed should inspire you and uplift you, not shame you into you thinking that you're behind. And after you declutter, fill your soul back up. Follow creators who speak life into you. Listen to podcasts like mine or connect with rituals that make you feel grounded. Spring cleaning is not just about what you get rid of. It's about what you make room for. So here's your takeaway, babe. You don't have to overhaul your life in one day, but you do have the power to make intentional shifts that align you with the woman that you are becoming. Spring cleaning your life is an act of self-respect, of self-devotion, of saying, I deserve clarity, calm, and conscious energy, and I'm claiming it. So you're not too messy. You are not behind. You're not too late. You are ready. And until next time, stay empowered, stay soft, and stay wildly true to you. I'm Jessica Cherry, and you can follow me at Life of a Cherry Wife, She Will Empower, Lone Star Sound Bass, and Ladies Lifestyle Network ATX and Hays County.
Wow, Jessica, that was so refreshing. I think we're all ready to declutter our lives, our energy, and our environments now. So thank you so much for sharing those life-changing tips with us today.
And coming up next, we're diving into our rapid fire questions, where we ask some quick, fun questions to get to know our guests even better. You won't want to miss it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Stop repeating yourself. If you're explaining your services over and over or hopping on calls without an explainer video, you're missing out. Explainer videos save you time and make you money. These videos help you communicate your message clearly and concisely. We simplify complex ideas and make your message memorable with stunning visuals, clear narration, and captivating animations. Explainer videos don't just inform, they engage, excite, and inspire action, boosting brand awareness and driving conversions. Why keep explaining when a video can do the work for you? Get started today at theconnectonline.com/services and let's create an explainer video that transforms your business.
Tired of long wait times and complicated referrals just to see a specialist? At TeleMed2U, we make it simple. See a provider from over 20 specialties. No PCP referral needed. From endocrinology and mental health to dermatology and cardiology and more, we've got you covered. All from the comfort of your home. And you can book an appointment in just a few clicks on your phone or laptop. TeleMed2U. Virtual quality care for everyone. Visit telemed2u.com to book now.
Welcome back, Connect fam. It's time for a rapid fire round where we get straight to the point with some key business insights. So get ready for quick answers, big ideas, and some fast-paced fun. All right, are we ready?
Ready.
Are we ready, ladies? Okay. All right. First up, how important is a business plan in 2025? Is it still the foundation of any business? What do you ladies think?
Yes, every year.
I think
Beginning and end.
Stitch?
yes, I agree.
Okay, so here's my question. What's the one thing that can make or break your business strategy? Something entrepreneurs often overlook.
Okay, I'm going to say confusing messaging and weak branding.
Not knowing your audience and not knowing your plan.
Good.
Not having a goal. Plan for goal, not having a goal. Because it's kind of like aimlessly shooting, if you will. I definitely didn't need that, but all right, so I'm gonna go. Ready, ladies? Can I go?
Yes, go for it.
Scaling your business is key. What's the number one mistake people tend to make when trying to scale too fast?
Oh, don't I know it? All right, not having a solid system, not having solid strategies or support.
That's good.
I agree. I think she named them, all three.
Andy, it's you. Go ahead.
All right, we're talking risk assessment. How do you know if a risk is worth taking when it comes to business growth?
I don't think it's ever, I think it's worth taking the risk. That's how you grow.
You kind of have to take the the risk. I don't know. What do you say, Sand?
Let's see. I think you have to, I mean, I'm coming from a place of like where I am in my business. And I think for me, if it takes up more of my time and my space and attention than it would for my family, I know it's not worth taking. So it really has to be in alignment with what my big goals are.
What are your goals?
And I think it also depends sort of, to add to what you said, how big or how small of a risk it is. Because I think there's different types of risks that you're taking when it comes to growth.
Yeah. And Stitch,
So
to
does
answer your question, my goals are in alignment with my family. So if it's not in alignment, like a non-negotiable for me would be something that would take me away from the family for long periods of time, for something that, I wouldn't be able to be the kind of wife or mother that I want to be. So everything is structured around my husband, my kids, the things I say yes and no to. So if it doesn't fit into that, then for me, it's an easy yes or no.
nice. So priority for you is the family.
Yes.
Love it.
I love
Wendy,
that. I love that, ladies. And lastly, metrics are everything, right? So tell us what's the one key number every entrepreneur should keep an eye on and to stay on track.
Yeah, I think that they have to know their margins. I think that you have to know, like, what are your operating costs if you do have people on a team, what are you paying out versus what is your profit? So I think that, there's revenue, there's profit, your cash flow. Are you able to invest with that? And then again, what are your margins in terms of like, what are you actually making? So again, back to profit. And then is it worth your time? Because at the end of the day, again, if you're putting all this time, effort, energy, money into something, but the margins aren't there, the profit isn't there, is it really worth it?
and that's so funny. I was literally just talking to someone yesterday who has a business with her husband, and they were saying like they have people on payroll who are getting paid really well, but they're working the same amount as if they first started. So it's like, okay, something is off and something is wrong. So I don't know. Yeah, I would have to definitely agree. I just had that conversation with somebody. So weighing it out.
Yeah, and I think it all ties back to the first question is the business strategy. I think that's where you start and end, your year with, and see if everything's on track.
I love it.
Amazing. So
Love
good.
it,
Well,
lady.
that is a wrap for today, Connect fam. I hope you're all taking notes. Business plan, scaling, and risk management are the keys to success. And don't forget to tap into our IG and connect with us to share more at the Connect Network TV.
I love it. And remember, you can catch past episodes and binge watch Netflix style, darling, on our website. Hop on over, like Sandy said, the connectnetworktv.com. In the meantime, you can keep up with our lovely sisters, Sandy and Wendy. Where can they go?
Go ahead, Wendy.
You can keep up with me on Instagram at Gone with the Wendy. And Sandy?
Yes. So you can find me at Sandy Glant, at Sandy with an I, or at Slay Your Day Official. I've got some awesome freebies for you, so make sure you check those out.
I love it. And you can check out your girl Stitches at STICHIZ Stitches, all social media platforms. And if you happen to be in Canada and hear a familiar voice, or ESPN in Chicago, tap in, because that might be my voice.
Well, ladies, you all be safe. And to our guests, be safe and make sure you tell somebody today you love them. You love them. What is it, Stitches?
You know we got to do it. Love you for... Love y'all.
Love you, ladies.
You're watching the Connect Network TV on the CW.